ever heard of raw milk? The drink that once flowed on nearly every American table. The food once called nature's perfect gift. Let's take a step back in time. Back to the days when people were strong, when children's bodies grew sturdy, when their minds were sharp and their hearts were full of energy. Young men were vibrant and ready to work. Young women were radiant with life. And even the elderly lived long and healthy years. They did not drag through decades of disease as we know it today. No, they lived. They worked. They laughed. And then one day, peacefully, they did not wake up, but something happened that changed it all. In the 1860s, a French scientist named Louis Pasteur was studying wine and beer that spoiled too quickly. He discovered that if he heated it to about 300 degrees, the bacteria were killed and the sour taste was delayed. This process soon found its way into milk. And though it was meant to stop contamination, it also marked the beginning of a long war against raw milk. Even though pasteurizing the milk often contaminated it with diseases like tuberculosis, brucellosis, and typhoid, the people didn't stop drinking it. Why? For three simple reasons. First, milk was seen as a staple, especially for children. In homes rich or poor, milk was believed to be one of the most nourishing foods, full of protein, calcium, and calories at a time when diets were weak. Milk was life itself. Families in the cities, far from farms, depended on it daily. Second, industrialization and urban life made milk both more dangerous and more necessary. Without refrigeration, milk soured quickly. Cities saw scandals of swill milk, where cows were fed distillery waste and their milk was watered down with chalk or starch to hide its weakness. Yet despite the risk, milk was still cheaper than meat. And in many places it was safer than drinking city water, which was often polluted. Third, people did not understand germs or microbes. They blamed their sickness on bad air when it was actually from pasteurizing milk. They didn't know what's going on. Some farmers and doctors resisted, insisting it robbed milk of its nutrition. But little by little, laws spread. Chicago in 1908, New York soon after. By the mid-20th century, pasteurization was everywhere. And then came the decline. Children's brains, once fully developed, began to falter. Young men who should have been the strongest force on earth grew frail. Disease began to grip the people, and yet the public was told, this is progress, this is safety. The history of pasteurization was not built on truth, but on fear campaigns and half-truths. Pasteurization doesn't just kill pathogens, it destroys the living protective elements of milk itself. And once fear took hold, it was easy to manipulate. In 1945, the magazine called Coronet ran a story called Raw Milk Can't Kill You. It described an outbreak of brucellosis in a town called Crossroads, USA, killing 1/3 of its people. Reader's Digest reprinted it, and the fear spread like wildfire. But there was two problems. The town called Crossroads didn't exist, and no outbreak of brucellosis. The story was a complete lie, yet from that lie came the first laws against raw milk, beginning with Michigan in 1948. The lies did not stop there. In 2007, FDA officials prepared a presentation condemning raw milk, citing 15 reports of outbreaks, but when examined, the reports crumbled. No real milk samples, no proof people even drank raw milk, and no evidence pasteurization would have stopped the illnesses. Yet these weak claims were enough to brand raw milk as dangerous and pasteurization as the only option. Fast forward to 2024, a new fear: bird flu in dairy cows. The USDA, FDA, and CDC announced that raw milk had tested positive for the deadly H5N1 virus. But dig deeper, and you find four major lies hidden beneath the headlines. Once again, fear was used to control the narrative and to push people away from raw milk. So why the fight against raw milk? Why the relentless battle? The answer is simple: money and control. Milk bought from industrial farmers costs less than $2 a gallon. Hospitals profit when people are sick. If families drink raw milk and grow strong and healthy, small farmers thrive, and the big system loses both dollars and power. That is why small family farms have been raided. That is why Amish farmers have been shut down. Not because raw milk is a poison, but because raw milk is freedom. But here we stand in 2024, and something is changing. It's not an outbreak, it's a movement, a raw milk movement. People are waking up. They're realizing that their health is in their own hands. They're calling raw milk what it is: liquid gold. Testimonies flooding. Families cured of asthma, hay fever, and allergies. Those who are lactose intolerant finding they can drink raw milk again. People overcoming Crohn's disease, IBS, and gut inflammation. Skin healed from eczema and psoriasis. Amish, and they will tell you about raids and shutdowns. Yet they will also tell you why they keep fighting. They fight for their families. They fight for the thousands of households that thrive on raw milk every day. They fight for strong children, for vibrant young people, for peaceful elders. elders, they fight to restore the health we once knew before pasteurization. Because from the beginning of creation, man and beast have shared this gift. God himself created the cow, and when he looked at it, he said, "It is good." If God called it good, no human wisdom should say we need to heat it up. And still today, God calls it good. He wants you to live long, he wants you to live healthy. He wants your children's minds strong, your body vibrant, your days filled with peace. His word says, "I know the thoughts that I think towards you, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." God loves you, he created raw milk, he created health, and more than anything, he created you. The greatest choice you will ever make is to invite him into your life and to walk in the fullness of his plan for you. A plan not to harm you, but to prosper you, to heal you, and to give you life everlasting. My friend, I love you, God loves you. I'll see you soon with raw milk in your hand.